got 1,548 miles. You still see snow out here on the ground out here in these mountains. Still a beautiful day to drive. First, it wasn't a load on my first trailer. I had to turn in the first trailer I was at. Had to pick up the truck at the Love's truck stop in Lodi, 25 miles out from where I live. Take it all the way to Modesto, California, and then from Modesto to Kent, Washington. That's my old stomping grounds, by the way. Kent, Washington, pick up a load there to Lacey, Washington. Got all that out the way. Going to Topeka, Kansas City now. Drivers, they don't use a Jake brake properly. You put that sucker in, you let off the brake, ease off the brake. Coming down these 4%, 6%, especially in Shasta and in Oregon. That ain't nothing to play with. Trailer get loose if you don't stop in time. Get loose, mess around and lose all the air in your airbags or in your brakes, and that trailer get loose and actually start pushing the cab, and you can feel it. That's a bad feeling. That's a lot of pressure pushing this cab, and if you ain't careful, it'll push that sucker sideways. Next thing you know, you're jackknifing. A lot of times that happens when people cut in front of you, and if you're on your adaptive, you got your cruise control on that adaptive system, or since somebody's in front of you, cutting in front of you, and it'll automatically brake your truck for you. Well, you still have to be careful of that. I always brake the truck myself when I detect that that's going to happen. You got to be careful about here, man. Especially when you're out here driving trucks like me. Towns, they may say 70 miles an hour at first. When you get ready to go in that small town, it's going to go from 70, 60, maybe 65, 60, 55, 50, right on down to 35, maybe 25. Best pay attention to that. If you don't, that's how they get you. I got another downgrade. This is a 5%. My Jake brake is already in, so I know it. taught me how to work standing. Man, that man handled that U-Haul truck like a champ. I was sitting in the middle, Mom was sitting on the side. He was driving there like a man. I knew then what I wanted to do. My father drove AC Transit buses for 33 years. He drove trucks too, but he drove buses. And he passed that on to me, that driving gift on to me. Grandfather of the 88 line, Bay Area, California, AC Transit. He passed away with lung cancer. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. That's why I have my prostate checked. The doctor voluntarily checked my prostate. What basically overtook my father, John L. Finch, prostate cancer. Can you believe that? Yeah, I ain't finished yet. He had prostate cancer. That prostate cancer spread it throughout his body and went to his lungs. And that's how he died of lung cancer. Believe it or not, at one time I had forgot about that. But it took my brother, I got grown, and it took him to tell me, explain to me, just before my mother had passed away with diabetes. He had explained that to me. That was prostate cancer. And that's why the doctors were so concerned about me down here, that prostate. I said, ain't nothing wrong with me down, but they did tests, and so far so good. That's what took him out. Bible lesson coming to you soon, so stay tuned until the next episode. lamp posts, and a couple of cars probably. That trailer gonna drag those cars. Actually, this driving trucks actually started 35 years ago with me, but I had a 20-year gap in taking care. I had to take care of my pops, and I had to take care of my mom for another 10 years. So, because I drove dump trucks, big rig dump trucks for 5 years for a Star Construction agency. Dump trucks doing construction work. He didn't care whether I had a commercial license or nothing. I got the experience up underneath my belt, but as far as having a license at that time, that was back in the 1990s, late 80s. You get inside of a commercial vehicle without a license, let me tell you, you're behind going to jail. I think there's like 3 or 4 strikes on felonies on your behind. You can't do that anymore. So a lot of us started trucking like that. Back in the 70s, I had a friend. He drove 18-wheelers. He didn't have a commercial license. But that's how a lot of us started that way. I can look back and laugh at it now. Like, man, get legal, get legal. Can't do that no more. Got a Twig card, got all everything but hazmat. And I got it coming through the mail. Because I knew it took my test for it. Hauling on this tanker, he was hauling a mixture of gasoline and arsenic, like gas arsenic or something. Gas arsenic or something. Very, very, very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. Flammable, but it's dangerous. He had a leak on it one time. The worstest thing you could ever do in a situation like that with that type of chemical is open up the doggone back doors while you try to see what it, naturally you want to do that, just try to see where the leak is coming from. But if I was anybody, they said it would be high winds. Let's look the high winds right now on my trailer and my tractor. They said it would be high winds. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If you were the one that had to open up the back trailer doors to that, if I was you, I'd put a mask on, a gas mask or something on my face. Because the minute you breathe in gasoline, that type of chemical that you're carrying, gasoline and arsenic, you go to the back of that truck and look and see what probably go inside it, and then come by the time you step down out of that trailer, you won't get a chance to take 3 steps, 3 paces fall dead because that's poison. Arsenic is poison. You can't breathe it. You can't taste it. Swallow it. You can't take the risk of doing any of those things. You do any of those three things, you're taking the risk of dying just like that. Instantaneously. So he never, he got with another company that know him, died. He's still working. He's still trucking. I think he's a supervisor of the company that he's with. After that, I guess when he heard about the guy that actually perished behind that, because that actually happened to one driver. Only this wasn't a tanker. This was just a regular box truck, like a drive-in. He let his hazmat stuff all expire. But when mine comes, I'm not gonna let it expire. That's how I make my money. Trailers inside your lane before you turn your signal light off. I still see people do that. They have the signal light on, then they turn it off. They can get you behind that too. They can cite you for almost anything if they see that. got me a CD up in here. Radio CD.